Hey there, dirt bike people. I'm Chuck from TrueTech, and I don't know what is going to happen on this episode. I've said from the beginning this is going to be a practical YZ250 woods bike build. That being said, as soon as I got the bike, as I was going through the list of parts that I knew I was going to need, I immediately ordered a set of Restyle plastics and a set of graphics to go with it. And I feel like this is like the culminating episode of all the YZ250 builds, all the dirt bike builds. It's all about like, okay, how does it look at the end? And really, I care way less about how it looks at the end, but at the same time, I can't do a build like this. I can't go in depth like this and then just like neglect the plastics. So I don't know if that's vanity or whether it's practical. Like I do the same thing with my truck. Like I can't, like my truck gets dirty and then I need to wash it. Now, I often offer the excuse that when things are clean, you notice when things are wrong. Also that when things are clean, you take more pride in them. And when you take more pride in them, you take better care of them. When you take better care of them, they last longer and they work better. I don't know exactly what it is. Long story short, I got Restyle plastics for this thing and I got a graphics kit. I haven't even looked at it yet. After all, it's just a YZ250. Like how pretty can it really get? And honestly, I don't really like the Restyle kits that much. Personally, I like the old school, you know, 06 YZ250 look better myself. But ultimately, I'm probably going to end up selling this bike, and everybody that I've talked to about it, they all agree that the Restyle kit is better looking. So whatever, I went with the Restyle kit. I had a set of graphics custom designed for it. Jessy from, man, I don't even know how to say it. Jessy Poirier, and I don't know how to pronounce French names. I'm sorry, Jessy, but I'll show the logo a bunch. You'll see it. So Jessy designs all my graphics kits. I love them. They are thick. One of the things I love about the process the most is that I can just text with Jessy, and you can too, and I can be like, yeah, that shade of red is a little bit off, and then she just like gets it done. The company that she works with, I believe it's called Kutvek, I don't know how to say it. They do an awesome job. They have a whole bunch of templates. You can just have like an off-the-shelf graphics kit, or you can do a template and you can modify the template, or you can do a combination, or you can go full custom. She does a bunch of crazy stuff. So if you're looking for an excellent graphics kit, I'll put a link or something in the description so that you guys can find her. She's awesome. So I got some new plastics, I got some new graphics. Let's get to it. Oh, I forgot. I went with black. It's been a while. I kind of forgot the theme that I went with. So I'm going with black plastics, and and the graphics are, I think they're mostly blue and red. So, but the black should be kind of a background for the blue and red. I think it was blue and red. It's been months since I did all this. Now, this is cool. It comes with the airbox. Oh, look at that. There's instructions. And of course, rad shrouds. Comes with these little washers that everybody always loses. And one super fancy graphics kit. Blue and red, yeah. I did go blue and red. I kind of forgot. Blue and red on black plastics. Oh, sorry, that's the Kutvek America, kutvekAmerica.com. Oh, okay, so here. So that's Jessy's info there. Jessy Poirier. You can find her on Instagram. Like I say, I'll put some of her information down in the description. If you need more info, just message me or comment or something and I will get it to you. Okay, so first thing I do with every new set of plastics that I get when I'm about to put graphics on them, scratch them up. This is Scotch-Brite. I'm gonna scratch them all up. It makes the black look so dull right away. That film that's on them, I wanna get rid of that film right away so that my graphics stick really well. I'm sure that there's people out there that are going to be like, you don't have to do that, you don't have to do that. Well, yeah, maybe you don't have to. But I'll tell you, my graphics last a long time. Now maybe that's just because of the quality of the graphics. I kind of doubt it. Maybe it's because of the way I ride. I don't crash very often. I'm a pretty efficient rider. And maybe it's because I do a really good job getting the graphics to stick down properly. Who knows? This is the way I do it. Take it for what it's worth. If you disagree, it doesn't bother me. Now I'm gonna take all these and I'm gonna wash them with dish soap. Basically, I'm gonna degrease them. I'm gonna wash them with hot water. If you're interested in seeing what the inside of my basement bathroom looks like, you can creep me on Instagram. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take these, wash them with hot soapy water. Hot, so that the water evaporates off of them. And then I'm gonna start sticking graphics on. So I'm gonna do this right side, is it right? Yeah, right rad shroud. I won't film the rest because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really doubt that anybody wants to watch me install graphics. It's pretty boring. So I like to use some of these cutouts as kind of orientation. I'm lined up here. That's an important one. Just going to use some painter's tape. This looks pretty close. So if you have a big area like this, that's really going to stick, and there's not going to be a huge amount of flex in that big area. But if you get narrow areas like this, if you use a little bit of heat, you can kind of warp the graphics a bit, and you can kind of push them around, and they're kind of soft and malleable. So I like to start with kind of the big areas, and then I can kind of massage and adjust as I go. Put another piece over here. Here we go. I'm just paying attention to my alignment with my other stuff. I want it kind of neutral. There we go. Now I'm not going to go too crazy with that. I just want it to kind of be in place. Now, this hole is looking like it's lining up pretty well. If I don't pull this part off now, it's going to be difficult to get at it because I'm kind of sticking myself into a corner. So I'm just going to try and get that hole lined up there. There we go. Now this should be relatively flat. Kind of following these lines here. So there's a little bubble here. That's okay. The main position of this piece is set. So now I'll do this. Chances are, if you're putting on a set of graphics, things are going to get a little bit messy at some point or another, and it's okay. You can usually fix it. Just want to kind of hit my marks here. Okay. Okay, so I've definitely got a little bit of a wrinkle here, or a little bubble. So I'm just going to work it a little bit. This stuff is kind of rubbery, so like it stretches and you can form it. Okay, so I've got it stuck down roughly everywhere. I don't know if you can see it there. I got an air bubble. So I'm just going to massage that out and push the air bubbles out to the side. There we go, it kind of popped. Now it's heat gun time. You gotta be careful with a heat gun. You can overheat this, you can burn things or warp them really kind of quickly. So you'll feel it right away. They get just super soft. So you gotta be gentle, but you just wanna kind of massage them everywhere, especially all around the corners and the edges. This heat is highlighting a couple of these air bubbles here. I'll just work them out to the edge. Just work progressively. Otherwise you'll get like a bulge, because this stuff, like I say, it stretches. Especially spots like this, man, dirt gets up under there and then it doesn't stick, and then you'll lose your whole sticker because dirt's getting up under here and it'll just work its way out and keep going. I gotta say, it does feel to me like these plastics are a little thinner than the stock ones. It wouldn't surprise me if these Polysport plastics are a little on the cheap side. They seem very flexible though. Maybe they won't break easily, who knows. Now, I'm gonna clean these up with some SC1 at the end and shine them all up, make them pretty. But you don't want that SC1 anywhere near your plastics while you're doing your graphics. Silicone spray makes them look all shiny and stuff, but if you get it on the plastic, then your graphics won't stick as well, so don't do that. Voila, there you go. Right now, this is how she sits. You can see I've got the engine in there with the TSP head, the carburetor's installed, I got the suspension on, the new wheels, and the tires are on. I'm ready to install the plastics. If you've made it this far, you probably liked the video, so I'd appreciate it if you let the algorithm know. And if you want to follow along with the rest of the build, you can find it all in a playlist on my channel. If you want to see what I'm doing on a more day-to-day basis, you can find that content on Instagram. Thanks a lot for watching.